We all know the baby boomer generation like to travel. We know they like to plan big long trips and some like to get away just for the weekend. Whatever the case, those over 50 are now embracing a new way of planning and researching their travel experiences. Apps are the new craze. Whether it's reading a hotel review, comparing flights, booking a table at a restaurant, or keeping in touch with the kids at home, smartphone and tablet apps are being used more and more by baby boomers.
Apps are the single best thing I can think of when it comes to preparation, and there's a couple of things. First of all, you can do the research. Second of all, if you make a mistake, it's always here in your phone and you can fix it.
Jenna Price, a mother, course coordinator at UTS, and most importantly a travelling baby boomer, hasn't used a travel agent since her children, who are now adults, were only school-aged, and insists travel apps have made her holiday experiences easier to research, plan and book.
So for lots and lots of years I didn't do any travelling because I was at home looking after family. And so when we went for our big trip to New York, we just spent our whole time researching things. And then when we got there, we're using all these apps all the time. And
Jenny Booth is a well-travelled baby boomer who uses apps for just about everything while she's travelling.
Yeah, so I use TripAdvisor a lot. What else do I use? Urban Spoon. And some of the travel guides, I've got on here, just if we're going to a certain place, we'll use, like Time Out New York and all that sort of stuff.
Jenny even uses her iPhone apps to book dinner dates.
For New Year's Eve, so we went onto Open Table and they found us restaurants near Times Square for New Year's Eve, which was really cool, and they do our booking for us.
Baby boomers are also using online sites more than ever. Executive General Manager of travel site travel.com.au, Helen Demetriou, says that the statistics show most of the site's users are between 35 and 54. She believes people over 45 aren't just quite ready to go 100% online, and so they provide travel experts on call for assistance and reassurance.
I think the difference between what travel.com.au brings to the baby boomers is that we not only have a full online travel product, but we also have a brilliant offline team. And when I say offline team, it's travel consultants who have actually travelled immensely through Europe, USA, Asia, Australia.
Jenna says apps have made travelling much easier for her.
Well, first of all, in the olden days when I was a girl, you used to have to lug your 5-kilo Lonely Planet guides around with you, and now everything I could possibly want is here. I think that's pretty good.
The baby boomer generation is also flocking to social media to share experiences, upload their holiday happy snaps, tweet their travel tales, and just to remind the kids to turn the oven off.
Just that we're having the kids and stuff like that, I can keep in contact with them really easy with Facebook. So and it just lets them know what we're doing, especially if we're in different time zones and stuff like that. It's easier to just hop on there when I'm available and they can read it when they're available, sort of thing. Yeah. So it just keeps me in contact with them easier than worrying about having to ring at certain times and so yeah.
Jenna is a Twitter fanatic when at home and still uses the app when travelling, though not so much, she says.
Discovered that if I followed the London tweet stream, I could find a lot of good tips for things that were coming up in London when I'm on holidays there. I find that, I did some little local travelling in Australia, and I was watching one of the Swans games leading up to the final, and I'm tweeting the game live, and this bloke looks up at me from across the pub that we're at, and he goes, "Is this you? Are you Jenna Price?" And he was much younger than me. Mostly it's younger people on Twitter, but
apps and online booking have made travel on the go and last-minute adventures a whole lot easier, and have saved more than a few people stuck overseas in cases of double bookings or cancelled flights.
We were in New York on January the 1st last year, and we were going to do a ferry ride around Manhattan, and the ferry was cancelled, and we just looked at the app to see what was available, and then we ended up booking a spot at the Empire State Building.
So is this the future of travel? Will everything soon be booked with a swipe of a finger across a screen?
I think so, because I book everything online now. We don't ever use a travel agent or anything. Yeah. it's more exciting because I know where we're going and I've read reviews.
So it's obvious travel apps know no end. There's apps for choosing who you sit next to on your flight, for searching for free Wi-Fi destinations, even for comparing costs of flying and driving. Katie Van Leeuwen for Baby Zoomers magazine.